Well, I'm joined now by Rasha Al Aqeedi. She's from Mosul and a research fellow at the Al Mesbah Center. Thank you very much for talking to us. Now, I know you left Mosul before Daesh took over the city, but first things first, can you just tell us what you're hearing about what life has been like under Daesh in Mosul?
Well, it's been absolutely horrible for the past 2.5 years almost. Basically just the fear and the unprecedented level of violence that they've exerted on the people. It's like nothing Mosul has ever experienced, at least not in the 200, 300 years period. The executions, the threats, the punishments, the public lashings, public beheadings. Mosul, this is completely alien to Mosul and its modern history. And I think the people are still somewhat in shock that this has happened to them.
Now that the operation is underway to retake Mosul from Daesh, what are residents on the whole deciding to do? Are they going to stay put in the city centre or try and flee?
I think there's been this misconception about why the residents of Mosul didn't flee in the first place. They had 2.5 years. If it were possible, they would have fled 2.5 years ago. If ISIS was preventing anyone from fleeing, the people that managed to leave, they either bribed some people, or they managed to escape miraculously. So it wasn't easy before the campaign. After the campaign, it's going to be much harder. I mean, imagine being at least 30, 40 miles away from the closest checkpoint, the closest safe corridor, and under gunshots, under coalition airstrikes, under ISIS snipers and IEDs and suicide attacks. It's like something we probably see in movies. I think it's going to be very hard for people in the center of the city to escape. The people on the outskirts neighborhoods that we're seeing, like Gogjali, Karama, and the areas that we're hearing about now, they might have it slightly easier. They might manage to escape on foot. It's still several kilometers walking, like we're seeing in the footage right now. But for the people in the center of the city and in the urban neighborhoods, it's extremely, extremely hard. I think they're going to stay put for as long as that's possible until the fight, just in case the fight ends up between street to street, neighborhood to neighborhood, that's when I think they're going to flee.
So what tactics are Daesh employing to defend their positions, and how worried are you about what is going to happen next?
Oh, it's very worrying, of course. ISIS have no boundaries. They've used the civilians as human shields. They don't look at them as humans at the end of the day. They're just part of this transnational, transborder project of the caliphate. So the number of civilian deaths is not a matter to them. They have employed their artillery in between homes, and that's how they're shelling the army. And any reaction, of course, is going to hit the population. I think at this point they're going to employ more suicide attacks, and we heard after the caliphate, after al-Baghdadi's speech, he was encouraging that. We're going to see more of that, of course. And it's going to be, I mean, and up until this moment, the army has not really penetrated the urban neighborhoods. Right till this moment, it's still the outskirts, and it's horrible already. We see thousands of people fleeing when they can. When it gets closer to the borders, if the defense lines collapse quickly, it can go past somewhat smoothly. If not, if they put up a heavy fight, it's going to be extremely difficult and bloody. And from what we see so far, they seem to be putting on a heavy fight.
As we mentioned, you left Mosul before Daesh took control. Are you still in contact with friends and family in the city? How easy is it to be in contact and have communication?
It's been extremely difficult since last July. Internet was available from time to time for the past 2 years, but last July, internet services were completely severed. And I haven't personally been in contact from anyone of my direct family since. I hear about a lot of conflict and airstrikes in the neighborhoods that they're in right now. I have no way of finding out if they're okay. I have managed to contact some people that I know, and the stories that they're telling me are kind of in line with what we're hearing. But there's a lot of optimism. There's a lot of anxiety at the same time. People are very scared, but they just want to get over with this. People have been waiting to be liberated for 2 years now.
Okay, Rasha Al Aqeedi, thank you for talking to us.